Welcome back. Hope you're having a good afternoon here. A comfortable one here in the Triad. Everything in pretty good shape for today. Our temperatures have mostly been pretty comfortable in the low 80s for this afternoon. Here are high temperatures so far. In fact, some cities, this is crazy, 79 degrees. That's it for the high temperature so far today in Winston-Salem. Mount Airy, you have topped out at 77. Of course, you're here to know about the future. Let's look at tomorrow and the next couple of days. We do have a cold front that we're keeping an eye on as far as your rest of the week, but right now it's still pretty far away from us. As we get into Tuesday, it'll get a little bit closer. And one thing I'm going to be watching for tomorrow is how does this line of storms that forms ahead of the cold front, how does it hold together? Around this time, it will still be far away. West Virginia, Kentucky, Virginia. But if it holds together into our area, we could see a line of thunderstorms between about 7 p.m. and 11 p.m. That would be for Tuesday evening. It's a hot day before that happens. As far as Wednesday, that front moves over North Carolina. So Wednesday will be the best chance of rain for the week. And what I mean by that is that we'll have scattered showers, maybe thunderstorms during the midday from about noon until around 6 o'clock. So that's your best chance to try and get the garden watered for free for this week. Now, today, the headline has been it's been pretty comfortable, not too humid, but as we go into the rest of the week, notice what happens. Our humidity goes way up. It starts tomorrow and it'll stay there for most of the rest of the week. This is the way it usually is here in North Carolina in July, and we're just kind of making up for lost time. This is a quick tropical update because there's no tropical systems. We like that. As far as the Gulf of Mexico, there could be a little something by New Orleans later on this week, but it's a low chance and it probably wouldn't mean anything for our area. The forecast here is pretty typical. I said already the best chance to get a little wet would be Wednesday. Thursday looks pretty dry. All of these days are humid, all of them are warm, but nothing crazy hot. And as far as the weekend goes for your outdoor plans, do know you could see a pop-up storm each afternoon, but that's about all it would be. We're not talking about washouts here, kind of like this weekend where we had a lot of rain.
Yes, which is why I stayed inside.
Yeah, I think maybe you were surprised too coming back here. We were both out of town for the last week. I bet you were surprised to come back and it was so cool.
Yeah, it was really strange. You know, I visited some family up in the Northeast from New York State to Maine to Massachusetts, and then yesterday in Virginia. We drove back here and it was cooler than it had been up there. We were in the 60s here in the Triad, and it was kind of nice to keep wearing the sweatshirt instead of sweat like we usually do down south.
I ran into something similar, in Wisconsin, just because you know about weather all over the place, that it's typically warm up there this time of year, but to be 15 degrees warmer than Greensboro yesterday.
Oh, wow.
I mean, it was like in the 80s yesterday, and then obviously here it was much cooler. So it was nice to come back to that.
It was nice to have that cool down because, I stayed local and I definitely could feel it when I came outside today. I'm so used to feeling so sticky, like I need to jump in the shower as soon as I walk outside. But this weekend was a great opportunity to just stay inside, get some chores done, and, hang out.
Sometimes it's a nice little A-OK from Mother Nature, like, hey, you don't have to do anything today.
Yeah, it's okay.
This is you can stay inside. You don't have to mow the lawn. You kind of check that off the chore list, but a lot of people said they were happy about it, and we need the rain. We're in a drought here, so good thing.
And this time of year, we just get sweltering after sweltering after sweltering days, so it's nice, even though it was over the weekend, to get a little bit of a reprieve from that.
Usually to cool down, you have to travel. This time of year, you didn't have to do that yesterday, so a little variety is nice.
That's right. We'll be right back.
The Winston-Salem State University cheerleaders have one-two-step their way into the music video of a big star. Yeah, I'm talking R&B singer, songwriter, and dancer Sierra. She dropped a music video for the latest song, Jump.
It features 7 powerhouse of red and white cheerleaders.
Loud when I make that thing jump. Come on. And get loud when I make that thing jump. It's a party when I make that thing jump. Jump, jump. Like it when I...
Oh, one of Sierra's dancers saw the cheerleaders on social media and asked them to be part of the production. The squad and their coaches flew to LA in the spring to film the video.
And it looks like they killed it, so congrats to those ladies. So this got us thinking, what music video would you love to be featured in? So I asked you on my Facebook page. Brenda Flores says Thriller. A lot of folks said that one too. Rashana McClinton says I Smile by Kirk Franklin. Ron Van Landingham wrote Words by the Bee Gees. Brittany Wall, B2K, Why I Love You. And then our own Julie Luck said MC Hammer, Wink Face. I wonder why she said that one.
Because she was in one.
Yes.
What about you? Do you have one?
I would say any early 2000s Chris Brown music video,
Okay.
because I was a big fan of his when I was like in middle school and high school, like the Run It video. I remember when it came out, I used to pretend in my bedroom in the mirror going, run it, you know, pretending I was like the lead lady in the music video. So that would have been nice, you know, back in the day.
I can't really think of any, but it would have to be one where they're in this like mansion and they've got all these fun people around and they're at some party.
And money blowing around
Right,
everywhere.
just to be a part
Okay.
of that, 'cause, you know, live that lifestyle. I was thinking if I had to be like the one that looked fun would be Wrecking Ball by Miley Cyrus.
Oh,
Just
okay.
because I want to ride on a wrecking ball.
On a wrecking ball, that
and
would be
just
pretty
kinda
awesome.
Destroy stuff around.
You know,
me
we
for
could
the
still
fun of
make
it.
that happen. We have some construction happening outside the building. Maybe they'll let you ride on the wrecking ball.
We'll ask Kim, our boss, to see what she thinks. Can I ride a wrecking ball? I'm sure that'd go over
I think the
well.
viewers would like that. I like to see it anyway.
Let us know. We're back up on Facebook now. We were having some video
Yes.
issues, but we are back. Let us know what music video you wish you were in.
Yeah, talk to us.
We'll be right back. Happy Monday to you and good afternoon. Welcome to your 4 to 5. I'm Chad Silber here with Tim Buckley and Lauren Coleman holding it down today.
Hey everybody, welcome to the 4 to 5. Make sure you join our live stream on Facebook. We'd love to hear from you. Give us a shout. Let us know that you're here.
And I know, Tim Buckley, a lot of people have questions for you about the forecast the next couple of days.
Yeah, you know, we've had kind of some weird weather where it got cool, then it got rainy. You know, today's just really nice. We'll talk about we're going back to normal is the theme for this week. So
all right, we will get an update from him in just a minute. But first, some good news. There's now another option for people in Greensboro who need immediate help. A new Cone Health Urgent Care Center opened in Wendover Clemens.
The site offers an option for people who have had some trouble finding a doctor's appointment but don't need to visit the emergency room. The site is open 8 to 4 Monday through Friday.
The doctors say they can address sprains, allergies, and basic infections. We will explain when you should visit an urgent care versus an emergency room coming up at 5.
Dig into it's Ben Briscoe here. The new Cone Health facility comes as we're seeing a nationwide increase and people going to the hospital with this new form of coronavirus, BA.5. It's a child of the original Omicron variant and has quickly become the dominant strain of COVID in the U.S., according to wastewater monitoring. With the new strain comes new questions. So we went to the top experts in the leading field of coronavirus. We're going to have them answer your top questions coming up at 5:45. Let us know your questions. Just text them to us at 336-379-5775.
All right, let's get to your 4 to 5 roundup now. First up today, we are learning more about the 3 people, including a Greensboro firefighter who died in a crash over the weekend. Investigators say 16-year-old Alexio Latero crossed the center line Saturday night in Brown Summit, hitting an oncoming car. He was hurt, but 26-year-old Anna Latero and another teenager in the car died. In the other car, Greensboro firefighter Richard Morrell died, and his wife Tanya was seriously hurt. Latero is a volunteer firefighter in Gibsonville. That is Alexio Latero. He is facing several charges, including death by motor vehicle. King police say they have arrested a man connected to a gas station murder in Montgomery County last month. Police arrested James Ward Jr. Saturday in Winston-Salem. King police say Ward was the getaway driver, so they've charged him with first-degree murder and robbery. Officers say they're still looking for a second suspect. Surveillance images showed the moments leading up to the shooting at the gas station in Star. Police say Laura Whitman complied with the suspect's demands during that robbery, but he shot her anyway. Production of baby formula is back up and running at Abbott Nutrition in Michigan. You'll remember damage and flooding from recent thunderstorms forced it to close again last month. The shutdown came just 2 weeks after the factory reopened following contamination concerns. The closure contributed to a national shortage of baby formula.
Well, Tim, it's a nice day to go for a walk, maybe even have dinner on the patio since we're not dealing with all that humidity today.
Yeah, and Lauren, if that's your speed, that's what you like, you probably need to take advantage of it right now, because this is not something we are going to keep around all week long. Instead, it's going to start to feel more like July, kind of what we expect and what we live with here in North Carolina. Now, not expecting extreme heat, but it will get a little bit warmer day by day. Right now, we're sitting at 83 degrees. This is in High Point right now at the moment, and you can look at the sky and just see it's a really nice day. We have these puffy clouds, and just a little weather tip for you. When you look at the afternoon sky and the clouds are just kind of really short like that, they're not growing really tall, this is one of those days where you're not going to find those pop-up thunderstorms that we see so often in the summertime. Instead, they're just not able to get tall enough to make that happen, so we have a dry weather day. 62 degrees, that of course is not the temperature, that's the dew point temperature, and it really is the key to our comfort. For today, it's been in that low 60s range, which is still a little on the sticky side, but by July standards, that's pretty low for our area, and we have even lower humidity than that to the north in southern Virginia, but it's coming back. You can see south of Asheboro, we have more sticky air. When that dew point gets around 70, that's when we're really feeling that oppressive, sticky feel outside, and we'll have that for the rest of the week. Temperatures are right around 80 right now locally, a little cooler in the foothills, a little warmer to the south and to the east. Nothing is going on radar, and it won't. It's a dry rest of today. Tomorrow will stay dry as well, but I have my eye up here in the upper Midwest near Wisconsin and Chicago and the Great Lakes. What will happen? Well, we have a system on the way. It could bring 2 rounds of rain to our area. The first would be tomorrow evening. It's dry all afternoon, but by 7 to 8 and 9 o'clock, a couple of our computer models are hinting that we might be able to see a few scattered showers move into our area, maybe a clap of thunder. On Wednesday, we reset. The morning is dry. The afternoon probably will not be. We'll have scattered showers and storms from noon till about 6 p.m. on Wednesday. So 2 rounds of rain possible. The first one would be Tuesday, 7 o'clock to 11 o'clock. It's hot and humid before that. And then the second round of rain, that would be on Wednesday. That's anywhere from noon to 6 p.m. We'll keep an eye on that for you. Thursday looks to be mainly dry with highs in the upper 80s. Every one of these days is pretty humid. And by the weekend, doesn't look that wet to me, just pop-up thunderstorm chances, very typical for the month of July.
Camp Spark with the Greensboro Fire Department is back for its second year. This week-long camp for high school-age girls teaches young women fire safety skills, teamwork, and much more. WFNY News 2's Jalen Gilkey was there for opening day of the camp. And Jalen, they're going to learn a ton about what it takes to be a firefighter.
Yeah, Lauren, and there's so much to learn. Over the next week, more than 20 young ladies from across the Triad will learn what it takes to join the department. In an industry usually dominated by men, the women of the Greensboro Fire Department are doing what they can to show high school girls this isn't just a boys' club.
Seeing the young ladies, some of them come and they're very introverted. They're not going to talk much, but by day 3, you start seeing them break out.
This year's edition of Camp Spark features all the same fire safety and training from last summer, but with a little bit more fun.
We got to do some fun activities like we did fire hydrant, we did pulling the hose out of the truck, and then hooking the hose up to the fire hydrant, and then going into the building to help bring awareness to that females can do this, and if they want to, it'd be good.
Students are learning the different parts of firefighting, whether that be hose safety, maintenance, operation, and most importantly, staying safe. There were even a few ladies who were a part of last year's program who returned to participate once again.
I did this last year and it was like a fun experience, so thought I'd do it again. Just being out here with them, just the bond, it's fun.
The Camp Spark experience continues to improve, and Firefighter Davis has a special message for any young lady out there who's a bit apprehensive about signing up.
Come see what it's about. You can't fail if you don't try. And even when you try, you don't fail.
Last summer, Camp Spark had 10 young ladies participate. Things went so well that this year that number doubled. The hope is that in 2023, that number will double once again.
And I could see it just doubling and tripling. I mean, look how fun that looks. I know that this is teaching them, great life lessons, but it just looks like a whole lot of fun.
Absolutely. That's what it was. And I was out there. It seemed like every time the young ladies laughed, I found myself laughing. They were out there spraying each other with the water hose. They're having the competitions with the accuracy, with the barrel that you just saw there. It was just so much going on, so much learning, so much fun. It was just a wonderful experience.
Did you get wet?
No, not really. They did good. I was hiding behind the camera, and they kept telling me, well, you lucky you had that camera because I didn't want to break it. I didn't want you to have to pay for it. Little do they know it's not mine, but at the end of the day, it's mine.
Right,
your responsibility.
There we go.
I'm looking forward to seeing down the road in a couple of years, whether there are more women who have joined the department or nearby departments because of what Camp Spark has done to help, I guess, expose women to this field.
Absolutely. There was one young lady there that we actually spoke to, Hayden. She told me that this is what she wanted to do. She's out there at Rockingham Senior High School now. She wanted to go to school, further her education, and then ultimately become a firefighter or an EMT. And
it's such a great career, a fulfilling career, and I think its exposure is key, just girls knowing I can do something like this and meeting them where they're at. So I think this is a great program, and I think it's just going to grow and grow.
And it was just great to see how last year there were a few young ladies out there. This year when I got out there, it was like things had already just been on a roll. Like everybody was comfortable, everybody had that go-get-it attitude, and I just can't wait to see what this turns into.
So what's the age range, just out of curiosity?
Just 13 to 18-ish.
Okay.
Yeah, but they're looking specifically for those high school age young ladies.
Nice. All right, let us know what you think on Facebook. Well, right now, the countdown to the Wyndham Championship is on today. The first set of suites were craned in at Sedgefield Country Club. This year will be the first COVID restrictions-free tournament since the start of the pandemic. The tournament runs from August 3rd through the 7th. Organizers are still looking for volunteers. No prior knowledge is needed. If you're interested in signing up, just look for registration. That link is on our website, WFNYnews2.com. We'll be right back.
Hey, mic check. Ice cold milk and an Oreo cookie, they forever go together like a classic combination. Membership. You probably have a few of those, right? So give me a few examples. Membership.
Gym membership,
Netflix.
church membership.
Ooh, okay.
Like credit cards, do those count? Or like
I think so. Like
sorority membership.
Delta Skyline, like Sky Miles, right?
Yes,
Like,
that is membership. Sure. Okay. And of course, you know, the old American Express commercial talked about membership, and the ad said membership. Anyone? Membership has
Nope.
its privileges.
Oh, okay.
Oh, okay, all right. That was a
Membership
while ago.
has its privileges. It was a long time ago, but it is true still today, right? Membership does, in fact, have its privileges. And Amazon Prime is no exception. Either one of you Prime members?
I am a Prime member.
Yep.
Okay, even though you don't
I
use
don't
it.
take
You're like,
advantage
I
of
don't
it that
either.
often, but I am a member.
That's so funny. Okay, so you have to cash in to be a member, but you know, cashing in and being a member doesn't actually have to cost you anything. I'm just saying. Okay, so here's how it goes, right? Not a member, no problem. Amazon Prime costs $15 a month for $139 a year, but you can get a free 30-day trial for new subscribers. The trial will grant you access to the sale. Just remember, you do need to cancel your membership after the event. So make sure you cancel that membership. All right, the deals can go really, really quickly. And with Prime, anything and everything really is on sale. So I want to show you how to create a wish list and then how to get notified about your item is on sale. When you're on the app, for example, you'll find those 3 lines at the bottom. That's going to take you to a list. Find the settings, and you're going to click on notifications. Then you want to look at that list of notifications, and you want to hit the button on watch and wait listed deals. you'll get push notifications sent to your phone for your list items. We love those push notifications. All right, now let me show you how to create a wish list if you're using the app. You're going to start with the 3 lines down there at the bottom, and then a new screen is going to pop up, and you're going to look for the list tab. You might have to scroll down to find that. And then what I want you to do is create your own list. So I created a list and I called it Prime Day because, hey, Prime Day. All right, so right now there's no items on the list, but I'm going to search for something so I can put it in my wish list, and I'm looking for a doggy bed. So I got the doggy bed, and if you scroll down past the price, you're going to see add to list. And when you see add to list, that means it's going to be put into your wish list, and then that's what you're going to get your alert for. So you want to make sure that you do all of those different steps there. I've got a step-by-step for your main computer and your phone in the 2 Wants to Know section.
Hey there, welcome back. We're going through our Monday afternoon here, and everything has been pretty nice as far as the weather goes for today. Yesterday was the weird one, the oddball of the month. Temperatures barely got out of the 60s throughout the whole day, and today we still have some of that lingering cool air in place. High temperatures have been below average. You can see our average high is 89 for this time of year, and historically, the middle of July, especially the first half of the middle of July, is the hottest time of year for us. Not the case for today. We were around 80 for your high. A couple of things, just a little bookkeeping here to keep you up to speed on what's been going on. Tree pollen, grass pollen, weed pollen all came in low today on the report, so hopefully you're breathing pretty good. Everything should be all right in that department. The air quality also in pretty good shape. We got the air washed out pretty nicely this weekend with some rainfall as well. One of the things that's a problem this time of year, though, of course, are the mosquitoes. And our mosquito meter here for the next couple of days, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, I really expect you're going to be in that very high mosquito activity. They love some standing water around. We've had that. Relatively low winds, high temperatures, and high humidity. We have all of those things. So we're in mosquito season right now, and that looks to continue, of course, into July and August. For tomorrow, the main weather feature we'll watch will be this line of storms. It's ahead of a cold front. That front's not going to pass tomorrow. So that line will get farther and farther away from the front, and it probably weakens right over our area tomorrow evening. But there will still be a chance to get a couple of downpours, maybe a thunderstorm between 7 p.m. and 11 p.m. That's tomorrow. Then again on Wednesday, between noon and around 6 p.m. is what I'm looking at our next rain chance. So both of the next 2 days have a chance for rain. Both of them will be hot and both of them will be humid. You see our humidity takes a big jump into tomorrow and it'll stay there. So we're stuck with the stickiness and the humidity for the rest of the week. Today was the oddball. The rest are normal. The tropics, fairly quiet right now. There is a little something we'll keep an eye on in the Gulf of Mexico throughout this week. There's a chance we could see a little weak system form near Louisiana. That will be something we update you on day by day. But as of now, nothing to worry about, especially here in North Carolina. For tonight, mainly clear skies. The humidity really builds back in tonight. You'll notice it start to feel more sticky. And when you wake up and step out the door tomorrow, it feels like summer. We'll have a high of 90 degrees. And as I mentioned, evening thunderstorms are possible there, 7 p.m. to 11. Wednesday, your rain chances noon to 6. Thursday should be dry. The weekend looks mainly dry, just low chances of daily pop-up thunderstorms that we're used to this time of year.
Think about this. How eco-friendly is your home? With inflation going up, you might want to take a look at how you're spending and wasting your money. While you're watching this next story, let us know how you're cutting costs right now in our Facebook comments.
From the kitchen to the laundry room, and even in the bathroom, many Americans may be flushing dollars down the toilet.
You have the potential to save thousands upon thousands of dollars a year by making small incremental changes.
Paul Hope with Consumer Reports worked on a new review showing how little changes can add up to big savings, including paper towels.
I would say Americans are chronic overusers of paper towels.
Hope's family switched from paper towels to cloth ones for light cleanup.
How much money have you saved switching this over?
We're saving close to $600 a year just by using reusable washcloths instead of paper towels.
You line it up.
Installing a bidet can cut down on toilet paper and save up to $231 a year. Trading in packaged coffee pods for a reusable pod filter can give your budget a $393 jolt. And saving water can save money.
For lightly soiled dishes, you typically don't need a pre-rinse, just a good scrape, put them in the machine and save that extra water.
Turning the hot water heater down from 140 to 120 degrees can put a cool $453 in your pocket. When doing the laundry, choose the cold water setting.
Our testing pretty routinely finds that it cleans every bit as well as the hot setting.
And Hope says too many people use too much detergent.
Most machines don't need more than about a shot glass worth or 1.5 ounces of detergent to do a really good job.
All the tips are environmentally friendly, helping you go green and save green at the same time.
I did not know that about the laundry detergent. I always fill it up to the cap, to the top of the cap. That's what I always thought.
I just use the pods, so I don't even have to just set it and forget it, right?
I'm a dummy when it comes to laundry, I'll tell you. I think if a laundry expert were to come and supervise my job, I think they would tell me I'm doing like 17 things wrong.
So do you mix the reds with the whites?
Oh yeah. I'm not separate loads at all. Everything goes in there. It usually comes out clean.
Right.
I mean,
I do a white,
smells good,
a light colors, and a dark colors.
Same.
That's how I separate
and
them.
then I do my towels separate.
Great job.
See, some of these things some people might find helpful, but I mean, if it means I'm saving 4 cents a month, I'm not doing any of this stuff.
Yeah.
Honestly, like I need something that's going to save me a lot of money, or I'm not going to change my routine.
One of the things that I've done is, maybe not buying name brands. Like I like my Charmin, I like my Bounty, but maybe just going to like Great Value brands for certain things that can help to cut back.
But not the toilet paper.
Yeah, that I kind of like. I might need to keep with that, but like with the paper towels and stuff, I feel like it's switch over. Maybe going to the dollar store to get some of my cleaning buying products rather than, you know, like a big retail store.
I will say I never realized how many paper towels I use until COVID when we had that shortage. Remember, you couldn't get them. You couldn't get toilet paper, you couldn't get paper towels for a while. This was like weeks. And when you had to ration it, it was like, ooh, I reach for that more than I need to. I do have some towels, and now I'm kind of back to normal. So.
See, I like to save. Do you guys save the napkins from like fast food places?
I do, absolutely.
Yes, but they stay in my car. I have a big stack in my glove compartment.
Right.
I have some
big
in there
stack.
too, and in my drawer at work, but I still save those and use them at home too, and the forks and knives.
I also have a stack of to-go chopsticks.
You do?
Just
okay.
because, I mean,
Do you
if you
eat
ever
them at
Chinese
home?
food or if you eat sushi, yes, I'll use them at home if I get sushi to go. But it's funny how we all have those similar things, right?
This is where we're like squirrels. You know, squirrels like gather nuts, like just in case they need them in the winter. I do the same thing with the napkins and the plastic forks, and then like I have Polynesian sauce in my car.
Yes.
I don't need that.
I have so much
I'm
Taco
fine.
Bell sauce, so many packets, but they give you like 20 whenever
Right.
you order from them.
Conserve Taco Bell.
Yeah,
Yes.
we'll be right back.
One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13.
Hey, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
Hi, Illinois, Indiana, Iowa, Kansas, Kentucky, Louisiana, Maine, Maryland, Massachusetts.
Hey, ice cold milk and an Oreo cookie, they forever go together.
Check 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2.
Who heard the crashed? Check 1, 2, 1, 2. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12.
You have to pay $60+ at the gas tank when you're used to paying $20. You're stuck at the airport for more than 8 hours because of flight delays, and then it's just canceled. You're constantly being told stories of hatred and heartbreak. You're hundreds of miles away from all of your family who you love and care about. You're trying to eat healthily and remain fit, but you're just plain old exhausted, and the list goes on. Well, that's my reality. I'm no stranger to the rough patches of life, and I know I'm not the only one just going through it. So I'm curious, who do you become when life gets rough? Were you that kind coworker that had an ear to listen when you saw a fellow coworker looking off? Were you that patient driver behind me as I stressfully waited for the gas meter to toggle to that ridiculous dollar amount? Were you that sweet lady in the grocery store that shared gestures of gratitude as we shuffled our carts down the aisle? Were you the smiling face that greeted folks in and out of the gym? Who do you become when life gets rough? We need each other to survive, and I'll be the first to admit your patience, kindness, gratitude, generosity, and love means the world. Have someone's back today by remembering to become the right person when life gets rough. That's my 2 cents. That's your 4 to 5. Your News at 5 starts now.
A deadly crash on NC